Hello, virtual. Let's read the question. The question says here, study the following statements regarding chemiosmotic hypothesis of mitochondria and select the correct ones. So these are the different statements. So the question is asking about study the following statement and regarding the chemiosmotic hypothesis of the mitochondria selected the correct one. So which one of the following is participate, that is which one of the following is the correct explanation of the chemiosmotic hypothesis. So the correct statement. So first one is given that F1 headpiece contains the site for the synthesis of ATP from ADP. So first of all, we have to know that what is the chemoosmotic hypothesis, and that is takes place in the mitochondria. So this chemoosmotic hypothesis is the movement of ions across a semi-permeable membrane across a semi-permeable membrane bound structure. This is the semi-permeable bound structure, and through this that is the movement of ion takes place, and 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 also it down their electrochemical gradient, and this takes place down to the electrochemical gradient, where electrochemical gradient is low at that time, at that place it takes place. So down there electrochemical electrochemical gradient and this is an important example formation of the adenosine triphosphate by the movement of hydrogen ion, so in which ATP is formed. Adenosine triphosphate is formed by the movement of the hydrogen ion, that is H plus ion, across the membrane during the cellular respiration, that is this is takes place during the cellular respiration or in the photosynthesis, or this is takes place in the mitochondria. So let's see what is the correct explanation. The correct explanation, that is first one is given that F1 headpiece contain the site for the synthesis of the ATP from ADP. So this is the correct explanation because the F1 headpiece contains the site for the synthesis of ATP. So in the mitochondria, the in that is in the this is the membrane of the mitochondria. So in the membrane of the mitochondria, the F0 F1 particle is present. F0 and F1 particle is present. So the F1 headpiece, this contain the site for the synthesis of ATP. So for that it contain ATP synthase, and this ATP synthase help in the conversion of ATP, that is it combine ADP with inorganic phosphate, then it converted to the ATP. So ADP plus inorganic phosphate converted to ATP. So this one is the correct statement regarding chemiosmotic hypothesis. Then the F0 parts form the channel through which proton cross the inner membrane. This is also a correct statement because this is present, this F1 F0 particle is present in the inner membrane. So this F0 part, that is F0 F1 F0 F1 part, this is present in the mitochondrial membrane. This F0 part form a channel through which the proton cross. So inner membrane, the proton are 2H plus ions. So this 2H plus ion passes by the help of the F0 part of the F0 F1 particle. So this one is the correct statement. Then for each ATP produced, 2H plus pass through the F0 from the intermembrane space to the matrix down the electrochemical proton gradient. So this is also a correct statement because as we know, the ATP synthesis help in the formation of ATP by the combination of ADP and inorganic phosphate. So then ATP is formed, then 2H plus, this is passed through the F0 part, F0 form as I discussed in the second part. So this 2H plus passes through F0 from the intermembrane space to the matrix. So this is the intermembrane space. The space between two membrane is known as the intermembrane space, and from this the 2H plus ion passes to the matrix. This is the innermost part is known as the matrix down the electrochemical gradient. So this is the electrochemical proton gradient through which the that is the proton passes to the matrix. So this one is the correct explanation regarding the chemiosmotic hypothesis happening in the mitochondria. So option D is correct at this question. I hope you understood it well. Best of luck.